Hi guys, me, same outfit. Um, Today's video day 6, where I'm sharing tips on how I photograph my kids at home during this quarantine, during this social distancing. And today I actually went to a neighbor's house and took some pictures of her family in their front yard. It was so weird not being able to hug and be close and whatnot, but it was just a few minutes and it was really sweet. And when I pulled up at home, my husband Jordan was mowing the lawn, and Luke had his bubble mower and was pushing it behind him, and it was the sweetest thing. And I was so lucky and happy that I had my camera in my camera bag because I had just gone to take pictures, memory card ready and everything. So I snapped a few pictures. So this video is really short. There's literally, I think, 5 pictures or something that I took. But it's a good video to watch because whenever you edit greens, the greens that are in photos, which if you live in Texas, there's going to be a lot of green, the color, like the saturation, the pigment of the green is different than if it were like a bright day versus a cloudy day. And so it was cloudy when I took the pictures, and so the green is really, really kind of overwhelming and vibrant. And so I kind of talked through how I edit the greens because it was cloudy. Did not take an iPhone video of my front yard, but basically the position, well, I'll share that in the Lightroom video, but basically the position that Luke was looking, he was looking toward the sun, but it was fine. He wasn't squinting and he wasn't blown out or too bright because it was cloudy. And so it was awesome. I love shooting on cloudy days because it's really easy to shoot. It's, softbox over the sun, and it's really great. It's cloudy right now, which is also great. It kind of illuminates my face as I'm looking out toward my backyard on my patio. But I also want to give you an example too of, you see how, I mean, I'm not that old or anything, but when the light is really great, and it's kind of flowing onto your subject, it decreases editing time because look how like bright and illuminated my face looks right now. Before I made this video, I turned the other way and was like, well, I'm gonna see if I can change up the background. And I was like, whoa, no, this would be a really good example to share with people how lighting makes such a difference on their face. Because watch this. So also I'm hiding this in the background. Real life. Okay, look, you can totally see fine lines, blemishes, all the things. There you go. So anyway, there's my example for you. You're welcome. But just a good example for you to know, why good light is helpful to find and why natural reflectors are helpful to find. I talk a lot about natural reflectors in my online course, the capture course. And so, but yeah, it's just soft, beautiful light coming on. So it's really helpful. So anyway, maybe I'll just ramble on with this video since the editing is going to be shorter, or I'll just give you a bite-sized nugget little video today. So like I said, no iPhone video after this, and then just a few pictures that I'll edit through, and you can learn more about how to edit greens whenever you edit pictures. So hope it's helpful. Hope you guys are doing well. Stay safe. I'm loving sharing with you. I hope that some of y'all are picking up your cameras and just learning a thing or two as you shoot at home or as you go out to edit. If you're a professional photographer, pick up those cameras. I've loved hearing from some of my colleagues who are reaching out and saying, oh, this is so inspiring to take pictures of my kids. And I'm like, oh, that's great. And I've even gotten really good at keeping my photos organized online too. So that's been really great. Maybe I'll share some of that with y'all too. If you have any questions, let me know what I can add. Let me know how I can help, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Quick one. There are just a few photos here. And again, this is set outside, clearly. And so I pulled up at home, and my heart melted and broke and just more so melted into a million little pieces because this was so stinking cute. Luke was so proud, and oh my goodness, he melts my heart every day and a million other emotions in a day, but this was just so sweet because he was so proud. So anyway, do note that, like I said, whenever you photograph outside, the greens will change hues whether it's a cloudy day compared to a sunny day. So there aren't really any warmth. There's not warmth to this. There isn't any yellow to the greens, and so it makes my edit look really crazy. So I'm going to come over to the greens and then add some yellow into the green to make it look a little more realistic, and then take out a little saturation and adjust this here just a little bit. And then just for fun, a little extra, just to show you kind of what it does also, I'm going to add some blue luminance to make Luke's pants and my husband's shirt look a little bit darker. But honestly, like, that's probably all I'm going to do to these. And so since these were all taken with the same settings and the same location, it was cloudy. It's easy to shoot on cloudy days because there isn't harsh light. People can look anywhere they want. It was just easy. So I'm going to sync and batch edit these, go back over them. And y'all, I'm not even kidding. Like, this was the sweetest thing ever. It was just so sweet to see Luke so proud, and he loves trying to be like dad and follow dad, and it was just so sweet. And so I will probably frame this photo right here because it is just like my favorite. When I walked up, I waved to him, and he like did this like, "Hi Mom," like just lifted his hand from the mower and waved. And so I like wished that I had gotten it on camera when he did it. And so then when I did get my camera out and turn it on, because I was just coming home from photographing a family down the street on their front porch, when I had gotten home, I got my camera out and I turned it on, I thought, oh, maybe if I just like don't act like I'm going to take his picture, but I just prompt him by waving at him, I'll have my camera ready and maybe he'll wave back. And so that's what I did. So I was like, "Hey Luke," and it waved and he did it back. And so it was so much better to prompt him that way to take this picture than it would have been to say, "Hey Luke, wave." And so, yeah, so you kind of have to learn how to prompt your kiddos to do candid things. Like if you miss something that they did candidly, I mean, hopefully you don't. Hopefully you can just kind of anticipate and kind of learn how to anticipate. But sometimes you can use good cues to prompt them to get what you want, and it's great. So I'm going to add some exposure here because it looks like it's getting a little bit dense. So when you look at my camera settings here, did they change from this one? No. Okay. So, then again, when you come to this photo, it looks a little bit darker. So let's think about that just as like a lesson here. Sorry. I'm going to add the exposure. So if we batch edited the same settings in Lightroom over to these two photos, but they look dark, and we come up here and we see that we did not change our camera settings at all. ISO is the same, aperture is the same, this is the same, then shutter speed is the same, then that must mean that our light source changed. And so meaning probably, oh my goodness, oh, I gotta hurry and get off of this life these days, guys. It must mean that probably some denser clouds covered the sun and made it a little bit darker outside. So just kind of helping you understand that, and maybe how camera settings work, how the light works, and how on cloudy days, like, it doesn't always mean that you're going to have the same shutter speed. You've got to kind of check and see how great the light is shining through the clouds, basically. So just kind of giving you a little insight onto some things to think about as you're shooting. But anyway, I love having y'all follow. I get so just motivated and inspired when I hear that y'all are inspired and picking up your cameras and photographing your babies at home. Like, literally, it brings me life. It's, days are hard. This time is hard for everyone in so many different ways. I don't even want to acknowledge that I understand the different things that y'all are going through or others are going through. And so I just want to acknowledge that and say, like, it's a bright light in my day whenever I know that these are helpful, because I just love being able to feel helpful. That has been one thing that has gotten me through these long days that we're going through. And so this is just so fun for me to get to do. So I'll see y'all in the next one. I love doing these for y'all. I would love to hear from y'all. Feel free to connect on Instagram. That's a fun way for me. Or just hit reply to an email if you see this in an email, or a blog, or share with a friend who you think would enjoy these. That would make my day. So I'll talk to y'all soon.